Hi, folks, back here. I'm going to be very brief, at least as brief as I can be, which sometimes is long winded. But anyway, I wanted to talk about the next module we talked about in the natural laws folder. Wanted to move on to this basic vehicle maneuver. So there's a couple things going on within this one, again, which I find to be very important. So let's get in here. First thing it's going to talk about is parallel parking, right? And everyone always stresses about this when they go for their actual driver's license test. The one thing I'll always say about that is students have to wait at least 6 months with their permit. Within that 6 month time frame, practice parallel parking all 6 months. Don't wait to the last day or two, but practice it throughout that entire time you have your permit. That way, when it comes time to go get your license, it's pretty easy for you. The reason they test parallel parking, it's one of the more difficult maneuvers. The overall gist of it is if you can handle your vehicle to park in a tight little space like that, in other scenarios, you should be in a good shape. So that's why we do parallel parking, just to kind of see how well you can control a vehicle. Talk a little bit about making turns. So this would be at different types of intersections, right? So there's intersections where obviously it's more difficult than other places. So uncontrolled intersections where there's no stop sign, traffic signal, things like that, you need to yield to others. Talks a lot about that. Turnabouts are just ways of getting your vehicle turned around. U-turn is a basic example of a turnabout. Other than that, there's not too much going on in this one. It's just more about actually operating the vehicle and controlling the car. One thing I'll say about making turns, if you are turning into a roadway that has two lanes going in the same direction, you always turn into the near lane. So if I'm making a left turn, I turn into the left lane. A lot of people don't do that, and we run the risk of potentially having a collision or something of that effect. So that's that. In this basic vehicle maneuvers, it's set up as a quiz, but it's not really a quiz. There's several videos students will watch and respond to. One of them talks a little bit about going in reverse, and that's a skill that a lot of people struggle with, especially understanding the direction to turn the tires. Right? We're not really talking about towing a vehicle or anything behind yours, which makes life even more complicated, but just generally going backwards. Again, as students get their permit, not a bad idea to practice some of those. At the end here, there's a test. It's out of 10 points, or out of 10. They need to score at least 8. Outside of this, I have a lot of students who are doing fairly well, keeping up here this second marking period. However, I have a lot that haven't even started yet. So again, if you could check, PowerSchool will be updated today. If you can check on actually Schoology gradebook and see where students are, they should be at least done with Module 5 by now. Next week, or this weekend, I'll be entering zeros from Module 5. And it'll be amazing how many people will do their work once those zeros are in there. Hopefully we can do that work beforehand. If you have questions, let me know. Hope you have a great rest of the week. See ya.